Hi guys, and welcome to the craft table. Today it's a science lab. I have been asked 100 times, how do you make a cloud pour? How do you mix your paint? Well, I've already mixed these colors. I'm using blues today. They are turquoise by Apple Barrel. This is a mixture of the satin enamel from Americana and a little bit of folk art pearl white. This one is Deco Art Americana's True Blue, and this one is Ultra Blue Deep by Deco Art Americana. And like I said, I've already mixed these, but I want a really light blue, almost white, but light blue. And I thought I wanted to mix it with some of the satin enamel, so it will give the cloud effect. That way I won't have just plain white clouds all over the place. So, seeing as I'm going to have to mix that up, I am going to show you exactly how I do it. I have my satin enamel. I'm going to use my turquoise to make it blue, white, light. And I have Floetrol. This is just, the cat hair is free. But this is Floetrol, straight out of the bottle, nothing in it. I have my water here in case I need it, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to put it in this cup, and I'm going to show you exactly how to measure it. After you've done it a few times, then you can eyeball it. But I'm going to take 1 part paint and 2 parts Floetrol, and I only need a little, so I'm going to use these little plastic spoons. That's all they are, just plain everyday plastic spoons. And what I'm going to do, the first thing, is I'm going to put the blue in this little spoon. And your paints are different. Some will run right out of the bottle, the other ones you have to squeeze. Now this one, if my memory serves me, will run right out of the bottle, just like that. And I don't, like I said, I don't need much, so there's a teaspoon of that. And the reason I got 3 teaspoons is because I don't want to contaminate, turn the satin enamel white, and Floetrol, so I'm going to do the same thing with this. So it's basically 50-50 if you're mixing colors. But like I said, it's 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol. And there's that. Put that away. And now we will have 4 Floetrols. So we had 2 spoons full of paint. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's all there is to it. And actually I should be going the other way. Put this down here. And yes, you do see a large tile underneath. I'm going to be doing tiles today. And I'm doing the 4 small ones up here on top. And I thought the drip-offs could go down on the bottom, just to see what I get. It's an experiment. Science lab. Science is fun. And it is lighter. I think that should do. And mix that up. Get the spoon out of the way. Put that down here with the rest of them so I can wash them later. Mix that up. And, alright. And they're always saying, oh, warm honey, no mounds. That's where the water comes in. And you don't want to add too much water. Your paint can only hold so much. So that's why the Floetrol. Floetrol is a binder, a leveler, and once it dries, that's it. It's gone. Okay, so let's see if you can see that. It flows right off. There's a little bit of a mound, and we really don't want too much. So just a little squirt, not just basically for this bottle. All I have to do is tip it and a couple drops come out. Just enough to loosen it up a little bit. If you like working with thicker paints, make sure all your paints are thicker. That's the one thing. There you go. See, no mound, comes right off and blends right in. And it seems that I just mixed these. You can see lots of air bubbles in here. You should mix your paint. I've been told at least the day before. I'm not that well organized where I can plan that far ahead. So I think that one's good. And this is all something that you learn to do after you've done it so many times. The way you like it. If you have a good one and you've mixed your paint and you know exactly what you've done, it's like clicks in your head. I like that, so that's the one I'm going to do. And just keep trying. I don't know how many fails I had before I finally got one that I said, oh, I'm proud of that one. So let's get to work. And I'm going to keep right on talking. I'm not going to send you off into speed up land, because this is an experiment and I want to see what happens. And here's my 4 little tiles, which, like I said, cat hair is free. If you ever need cat hair, just let me know. And I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but I'm going to put these down, squirt them with some alcohol, wipe them down. Let's see, I want 2 up, 2 down. And holy cow, these got dirty. Oh, I had my grandkids over. I bet you they got played with. Okay. So, now, paper towel. And a little bit of alcohol. This is what's in here. It's a little spray bottle I got from the Dollar Tree. Just plain old rubbing alcohol. And wipe these down. And there we go. And we're good to go. Alright. So first thing I want to do is put a base down. And if I'm sniffling, I don't even realize it, but I have hay fever and grass pollen is super high. So I will apologize now for my sniffly nose. I am having a heck of a week, let's just say. This is 50% Artist Loft and 50% Floetrol. I keep it back in the bottle. That's the way I like my base. Like that. And we will spread it around a bit to get it covered. I should put gloves on. Yep, I should. I've been told 100 million zillion times, you should wear gloves. Yeah, you try telling an old lady what she has to do. Ain't easy. Well, it's easy to tell them. Doesn't mean she's going to listen. And ask any of my friends. I don't listen very well. And I always use the excuse, oh, I forgot. You know, we're expected to forget. We're old. What can I say? Alright, now I see bubbles. So I'm going to light the world on fire here. Get rid of some of those. Yep. Alright, now I'm going to get a super fancy, dancy red cup, red solo cup. What can I say? Part of me is redneck. The best part. Alright, so starting with the white, because I want it to come out on top, kind of. It's a little of that. Hope you can see all this. And I think I will start dark to light. So this is the Ultra Blue Deep. Actually, let's tip this because I want them in layers. Okay. And then we have the True Blue, I think it was. And then the regular turquoise. And the lighter turquoise that really doesn't look very light. I should have guessed more, I guess. And then we go back with put some white in the middle. Like that. See if we're some for the top. And we start again. There we go. And pretty sure we're getting close to as much as we need here. Regular turquoise. Light turquoise. And just a little bit more white, because because that'll be the first thing to come out and be underneath, hopefully. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to do circle, like a ring pour, but not, whatever it's called. And here we go. Let's start pouring. Those are pretty colors. And if you can't guess, this is my kitchen colors almost. I don't have the deep blue, but I do have turquoise and blues and whites and a little bit of gray. And there we go. And that's a lot of paint. But we do have a catch down below. Hopefully it will get some. So I am going to pop some bubbles. Like that. You can see the clouds coming. Oh my gosh, I love that. There we go. And let's see if we can kind of tilt them together. We will see. I should probably get them closer. Maybe. I don't think they can get much closer. Alright, here we go. Wish us luck. Keep your fingers crossed that I don't slide these right off on top of who knows what. And yes, a lot more paint than I should have had, but oh my gosh, the effect. And the bottom is getting some beautiful runoff. Let's go. And yes, you should be doing this very slowly. I am not a patient person. Never in my life have I claimed to be very patient. I don't know where the purple came from, but there's some purple up in there. Let's go back to the middle. See if we can get some more down in there. You know the old saying, watching paint dry? Well, this is watching paint move. But it is a little bit more fascinating. There we go. I almost made it. And we'll go this way. There is actual purple in here. That must be from the deep, ultra deep, maybe? I'm not sure. But it sure is pretty. Now I'm starting to overstretch because I got a little bit anxious. So let's get it back towards the middle. But oh my gosh. I don't know. I kind of like it. And that bottom one is really, really pretty too. Remember, at the very end, I will give you close-ups of how everything looks, including the big one. pop a few more bubbles. I don't know about you guys, but I really like it. Now I'm going to separate these, hopefully. And there we go. Kind of wiggle them, pull them apart like that. These ones, pull them apart. Oh, they don't want to separate. Poor babies. They made friends. Friends for life. And those are beautiful. And I have a feeling they're not done. So I am going to let them sit for a little bit. Let me see if I can get you guys down a little closer without there. That's about it. That's what I got in frame. There we go. And I'm going to let these sit and do what they have to do. I am going to somehow get that out and kind of twist it up, but I'm going to do it off camera and I will be back, I promise. Don't go away. And there you have it. I don't think the camera's picking up all the little beauties hidden in this, but there are clouds. They're small, and they're really beautiful. I like how this is the tile that was hidden underneath here. I just poured what was left of the paint that I had left in the cup and tilted it and set it down and let it be, and it is gorgeous. This is going to look so good in my kitchen. These ones didn't change much, but there is purple in here, and that just, I don't know where it came from. But I'm happy. I'm absolutely just thrilled with how these turned out. And I hope you learned a little bit. Just start out with 1 part paint to 2 parts the Floetrol or whatever your pouring medium. If you're using glue and water, the Liquitex pouring medium, your own concoction, whatever it is, start out with 1 and 2 and see how that works for you. You can experiment. It doesn't hurt, especially if you're working on tiles. If these had not turned out, the paint is still very, very wet, by the way. All I would have to do is literally tilt it up, scrape it off, wipe it down. You can buy these tiles. These are, I'm going to say leftover tiles. A box of 10 of the 12 by 12s was $4.99. These I got 2 huge work buckets full at a flea market. These are the 4 by 4. They're all white, and I got both buckets for $10. They're little or nothing. Just check your flea markets, your used thrift shops, I guess you'd call them. The like lumber liquidators, they always have the leftover pieces, or your hardware store, it might have had a returned box. They bought too many and returned more. Check it out. I am sure you can find, and these are just as if not better than a canvas. You know, for $4.99 you can pay a lot more for a canvas than $4.99. You know, $10, and I've got hundreds of these. Just anything, actually. You don't buy cheap if you're just learning. My paint, you can get it at Walmart. You can get it at almost any box store, and it's never over $1. Yeah, it's unless you get the fancy stuff. Like sometimes the metallics are a little pricey. Yeah, a little pricey to me is $1.50 or more. But a lot of times, like Apple Barrel will do 2 for $1. Yeah, but to learn, to begin, start cheap and practice. Practice, practice, practice. Use something that if you don't like it, shove it off, start again. It only takes a couple minutes. And whatever you do, have fun. That's the whole thing. That art is something to relax. It's better than vegging out in front of the television. Stand here and make art. So I want to thank you guys for taking this time out. I know it didn't take just 5-10 minutes. It probably, I don't know how long this is going to be. And I really appreciate, without you, I couldn't do it. And I promise you, I will be back very soon. And hit that like and subscribe if you like what you saw and want to see more. Hit the subscribe. Let YouTube tell you I'm back, you know. And you have a great week. And don't forget, I'll give you the close-ups coming up. Bye-bye now.